Alright, BobalosRex here. And it's Monday, and it's the continuation of the most iconic sets of WoW. And it is time for Legion. And this isn't about weapons, even though Legion had the biggest kind of weapon arsenal. Well, maybe it was a small amount, but some of the coolest weapons. But here's the thing. Legion also brought with it a change in how they do armors. So before Legion, PvP set looked different than the raid set. In Legion, they were like, we're going to put all our resources into making a fancier set, which it really seems like the quality of the sets, design-wise, I feel, went up instead of them having to split it to make two different armor sets for one class every season. And now we get different colors, which is kind of good. But it could lead to the thing of your favorite color locked behind an activity you don't like. And if it's PvP, Elite PvP Gladiator, that set's like locked off. And that color is locked off. Which is a different discussion for now. But as you can see, the set I'm picking is the first tier of Legion. I don't know what number that is. What tier would that be? Like 21? Hold on. Tier 19. Tier 19. So yeah. My warrior's wearing the PvP one, I believe. My rogue's rocking one of maybe the LFR set or something normal. You know. My demon hunter, I did change the helm. And they are rocking artifact weapons. So my Demon Hunter's got the Mythic Nighthold set with the little change there. I love this DK set. I thought this DK set looked a lot, like, super good. You know, it's one of my go-tos. As you can see, the Paladin set fit really well for Paladin. This is the PvP version. A couple of these are the PvP version versus the Nighthold, because you can just go buy it versus running the Nighthold. Or the Emerald Nightmare. Both drop looks from these sets. I don't have the Hunter set on my Hunter. I don't want to look at his tier. It doesn't look good on a Panda. Here's the Druid set, which looks a lot better on a Night Elf. But my Worgen rocks it alright. Not one of my faves, but definitely a good one. Here's my Mage. Again, rocking the PvP. We'll take a look at all the armors here. The Priest one is one of my favorites too. I really like this. The Mythic version looks really good. And the Monk set was pretty decent. I did skip over a few classes, like my Warlock. I didn't really have this set for him, nor my... Oh, my Shaman has... I do want to call out the Antorus set. Has some really good versions. This is one of my favorites for Antorus. But let's go ahead and look at all the tier here. So I can go over why I picked what I picked and for what reason. So I brought up this site. This was the easiest way to find these sets. I couldn't find the normal picture. So shout out to this site for doing this. For posting these up. So we can look at all the tier 19. So this is, I believe, the base normal raid version. It looks pretty good. I like all these sets. Demon Hunter, as you can tell, looks really good on women Demon Hunters. Body type B. All these sets look good. As you can see, I had the Rogue set on. The Warrior set looks good. The Shaman set looks good. I do like all of these sets at a pretty consistent basis. I don't like the Warlock set. And then we head over to the Mythic version, and we get some really poppin' sets. Because this is when they really started to make the Mythic versions pop. I mean, they started it in Draenor, but they continued it on in Legion. Priest got that whole glowing set with like a cross or something on your back. Rogue going full shadow, Flamin' Shaman, Shadow Bug, you know, Flamin' Hot Warrior. And I do want to shout out Tier 20. I didn't pick Tier 20 because it's a set I really like, alright? But redone. Here's the Death Knight set that's missing. So you can take a look at that. But it's a set they did redone, and that was the Warrior you saw there. So I can... no, this one. So that was the Warrior. You know, it's the recolor of the one. That's the Heroic, or the Mythic Death Knight, and the Mythic Warrior, which this set is really good. Like, the Tuma Sargeras sets I really like, but I feel like I've already picked them in Burning Crusade. But shout out to the Death Knight, Monk, and Demon Hunter armor really did a good job. And the mythic versions of these sets, which you saw a couple, really stepped up the game. As you can see here, I really like the Rogue. And yeah, I do like a lot of these. And if I didn't like cross this set off because I feel like I've already picked it, this may beat out Nighthold Tier for me. But I did pick Nighthold Tier over Antorus. Mainly because a lot of Antorus sets, like, I really like the DK set for Antorus, like, across the board. Especially the red one I got. So the DK Antorus set looked really good. The Warrior Antorus set, you know, you do look like a Juggernaut. I do like the Mythic version, but overall I don't like this that much. It's a little clunky. It does look good on a Tauren, though. The Paladin set I think is really good. It's got some good colors. I really like the colors for the PvP version. But a lot of these other sets are really hit or miss for me. The Shaman, good. The Rogue, literally out of Bloodborne. I like pieces of the Warlock set. The Priest set is also really good. Now let's look at the Mythic version. The Hunter is still a miss. The Druid, I like pieces of it for sure. The Demon Hunter was a real miss for me. I do like the Monk. Like I said, the Priest looks good, the Shaman, and the Rogue. The Mage, pieces can be used, but I'm not a big fan. On Mythic, I don't really like the Warlock, and you've already heard me talk about the Warrior, you know, and the Paladin. Which the Paladin, I think is good. It's very white, though. But I get it, it's a Paladin, you're that Holy Knight. And then DK, I thought was really good. But most of the Antorus set is kind of a miss for me. And real quick about the Trial of Valor. The Trial of Valor set looked alright. You know, this is when they started doing the... which we'll see in the next expansion, where they just started doing armor type instead of class-specific tiers. We can see the PvP sets here. Legion Season 1, looking good. As you can see, I had a bunch of these sets. These sets you can just go buy. Alright, so if you see any of these sets, you just buy them for honor marks. These are the removed... Oh, these aren't the removed. It's not showing us the removed. So these are the Antorus, not Antorus, the Tuma Sargeras PvP sets. Again, you can just go buy these. Here, we're going to look at Paladin real quick. The blue, I do like the blue. It's red for Horde, though. And then that one as well. And then the Elite set, which is removed. Oh, no. It's not showing the Elite set. And then you got the Antorus PvP. Which, again, I like some of it. Monk, you know what it is. But as for the rest, oh, I do like the Rogue. But I still have my same opinion. Shaman. And then PvP. The Combatant sets. The Order Hall sets were super good, in my opinion. Some of them were. I wish we had kind of gotten... They really... Here's the thing. With the Challenge Mode sets, had the cool shoulders. With these, the helm and shoulders were just kind of phoned in. Karazhan. This site is cool for showing off like all the Mogs, but it doesn't show the elite sets. And you got crafted here, Chromie scenario. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, that's Legion Mog. Again, my pick for the most iconic sets from Legion. If not the Tomb sets, which were recolors, or HD versions of a previous set, I have to go with the Nighthold. The Nighthold tier sets look so good. See, look, we got the DK there now. Dude, it just looks so good. All of them. Like, with Antorus, some are misses, alright? With Nighthold, none are a miss, in my opinion. Like, maybe the Warlock, but that's just because I don't like spiders. But even the Hunter, which doesn't look good on Panda, you're literally a Dark Ranger. So, like, that looks perfect on an elf. You know, so yeah, this is my pick for Legion. You know, pick your own, make your own tier lists. But I think this is the most iconic set of Legion, for sure. And next week, we'll be talking about BFA and what went on with armor sets in BFA. Anyways, thank you for watching as always, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.